In today's fast-paced business world, corporate governance and management is gradually turning into a top priority for companies of all sizes and world. And Director KYC is a major tool for ensuring the efficiency of the time. How and in what manner is what we are going to discuss here. Hi, I am Sugandhanand, a startup advisor at Set India Biz, where we provide tax, compliance and IPR services to businesses across India. In this video, I will explain what is the meaning of Director KYC, why is Director KYC required, who is eligible to apply for Director KYC, what is the process for application of Director KYC, what are the documents required for the Director KYC form, what is the due date for filing Director KYC form, and what are the consequences of late or delayed filing. We have a lot to discuss. So let us begin without any delay. What is Director KYC? Director KYC is a process mandated by the Indian Ministry of Corporate Affairs, whereby every director who possesses an active Director Identification Number or DIN has to file their KYC details like name, age, address, nationality, PAN number and much more to the MCA annually. The requirement is mandatory and is prescribed under Rule 12A of the Companies Appointment and Qualification of Directors, Rules 2014. But why exactly is Director KYC required? Let me explain. Well, the main purpose behind making the Director KYC a compulsory compliance is to maintain a comprehensive and updated database of all directors appointed in companies registered across India. The database helps the government track the legal status of the directors, expectedly preventing any chances of misuse of identities and forgery leading of fraudulent activities on the part of the directors. Moreover, Director KYC also encourages efficient regulation of companies across India by regulatory bodies like MCA, the ROC, the SEBI, and so on. Now that you have a brief overview of what Director KYC really is, let's understand the eligibility criteria for filing Director KYC in India. Who should apply for Director KYC? The annual compliance related to Director KYC must be fulfilled by all directors who have an active DIN or Director Identification Number status. It doesn't matter if they are currently employed as a director or not. Let me put it differently for your better understanding. If you are a director in a company and have an active DIN status, or if you were once a director in a company but have now resigned from your post or have been declared disqualified to act as a director, yet your DIN status is still active, you will have to keep filing Director KYC from unless you surrendered your DIN voluntarily. So the bottom line here is the requirement of filing Director KYC depends on the status of DIN and not the status of employment of the director. I hope you understand now. Next, let us proceed to the procedure of filing Director KYC. How to file Director KYC? Process, documents and forms. The process of Director KYC is quite simple, quick and easy, owing to 100% online mode of filing. It begins and ends on the official website of the Ministry of Corporate Affairs or MCA. But before we dig into its detailed procedure, let me first introduce the forms required for the same. E-Form DIR 3 KYC. E-Form DIR 3 KYC is an online form available on the MCA website and is used to file Director's KYC for the first time. That is if the concerned director has never filed the DIR 3 KYC form before. Besides, if there is any change or alteration in the KYC details of the concerned director, this form can be used to update the MCA of such changes. You can access the form on the MCA website and fill out all the details explicitly into it. However, for filing all your subsequent directors' KYC devoid of any new changes, you have a simpler and easier option. Web-based DIR 3 form KYC. The web-based DIR3 KYC form is used to file all the directors' KYC after the first KYC has already been filed using the eForm DIR3 KYC. The form is web-based and comes pre-filed with most of the data after the concerned director has entered his DIN number. So you can simply say that this form is used to merely verify the old KYC details of the director, and that is why it cannot be used to file the director's KYC if there has been any new changes in the KYC details of the concerned director. Now that you know the forms through which you can file director's KYC, understanding the process will be quite easy for you. So let's begin. Process of filing director's KYC. The process of filing director's KYC can be completed in just 5 simple steps: checking DIN status, accessing the correct form, filling all details in the form, verifying using OTP, and finally certifying and digitally signing the form before its submission to the MCA. Let's understand each of these steps one by one. Step 1. Checking DIN status. The first step is to check whether your DIN status is active or not. As by now, I hope you know that director's KYC is to be filed if the DIN status is active. For checking the DIN status, you can directly visit the MCA website and go to the DIN section under the MCA Services tab. If you need any help, you can contact us. Details are given in the description of this video. Once you are sure that your DIN status is active, you can move to the next step. Step 2. Accessing the correct form. We have already discussed the 2 forms available for filing director's KYC, eForm, and web-based form DIR3 KYC. You know very well which one of these is to be used under what circumstances, right? So now all you need to do is visit the MCA website and choose the correct form and get started. I will repeat once again, the eForm is to be used if you have never filed director's KYC before, or if there are some new changes to be made in the old KYC details of the director. If you have already filed DIR3 KYC before and there are no new changes to be made, you can use the pre-filed web-based form. Step 3. Filling in all the details. After you have access to the correct form, you can fill in and verify all the required KYC details of the director. These includes the name of the director, his address, age, nationality, NRI status, gender, date of birth, PAN number, ID number, Aadhaar number, DIN number, mobile number, and email ID. If the form is web-based, most of these details shall come pre-filled and the director will just have to enter his DIN number. Step 4. OTP-based verification. After filling in all the details, you will have to conduct an of the mobile number and email ID you have provided in the form. Basically, after you enter the mobile number and email ID, you will have to click on the Send OTP button. Immediately after this, OTPs will be sent to both your mobile and email. You have to furnish both these OTPs correctly in the form to complete the verification process. Step 5. Certification and digital signature. The last step is the signature and certification of the DIR3 KYC form, be it the eForm or the web-based form. Both will be signed by the concerned director whose KYC details are being filed using a digital signature certificate. We provide digital signature certificates at the most affordable prices to the purpose. For further assistance, you can contact us. The details are given in the description of this video. You can also watch our detailed video on DSC for complete information. Besides the director, certificate of the form will also have to be obtained by a practicing chartered accountant, company secretary, or cost management accountant. This certificate will guarantee the authenticity of the details and documents provided in the DIR3 KYC form. After the form is successfully signed and certified, you can submit it on the MCA website and complete the process of director KYC filing. No government fee is prescribed for submitting the form before the due date, but a late filing fee shall be applicable in case of delayed submission. We will discuss this in a few minutes. For now, let me proceed to the documentation part of Director's KYC. What are the documents required for filing Director's KYC? Similar to the process, the documentation of the Director's KYC filing can also be limited to 5 basic KYC documents only. Let me list them to you one by one. Number 1, PAN card. Number 2, proof of permanent address. Proof of present address if the director is not living at his permanent address. Number 3, Aadhaar card, mandatory for Indian nationals. Number 4, driving license. Number 5, passport, mandatory for foreign nationals. The first one is the PAN card of the director. You need not upload its copy with the form, but you certainly need to provide the PAN number as one of the significant details. Second one is the Aadhaar card of the director, which is absolutely mandatory if the director is an Indian national. Third is the passport, which is mandatory if the director is a foreign national. Besides these, the driving licenses of the director is also required as an important attachment. Now, among the addresses of the director, the proof of permanent address is a must. The director may provide any one among his Aadhaar card, voter ID, driving license or passport for this purpose. Aside from this, if the permanent and the present address of the director are different, he may also have to provide the proof of his present address. For this, he can submit his utility bills like electricity bill, telephone bill, water bill, etc., which are not older beyond 2 months. With this, we complete our discussion on the process of filing director's KYC form. But do we know yet when such filing has to be done? What is the due date for filing DIR3 KYC? The due date for filing the DIR3 KYC form is 30th September of every year for the previous financial year. For instance, the Director's KYC for financial year 2022 to 2023 ending on the 31st of March 2023 will be the 30th of September 2023. DIR3 KYC has to be filed on or before this due date, and if not done so, a penalty worth ₹5,000 will be imposed on the concerned director. Moreover, the DIN of the director may be deactivated by the appropriate authority until further notice. The consequences are not just financially challenging but have the potential to negatively impact the professional reputation of the concerned director. So, we strongly recommend the timely filed the DIR3 KYC at all costs and under all circumstances. With this, we reach the end of this video. I hope I have managed to answer all your questions on Director's KYC here. But if you still have further queries, you can ask us in the comment section or directly talk to our startup experts. The contact information is given in the description. If you found this video helpful, like and share the video with your friends and colleagues. Also subscribe to our channel for more informative content ahead. Hit the notification bell and get notified every time we post a new video. Thank you for watching. Watch our other videos as well.